Hey everyone, welcome to Day by Doy. So aside from the usual captions I post on Instagram, I thought maybe some things are better shared via video, especially the ones that are a bit more visual or medyo mas mahaba. I am not a professional or anything like that. The idea is to really just share a simple raw bulleted script, ideally one take lang. And for today's Day by Day topic is one of those things that feels better explained in video. I want to share my EDC system, my everyday carry setup. It is a system because more than just showing what I carry, I want to talk about how I organize it and how it adapts depending on what I need for the day. It is also a bit of a shout out to something I am quietly obsessed with, which is pouches and organization. Over time, it really turned into a system, something flexible, modular, and honestly, it helps reduce the mental load of having to decide what I have to bring for the day. It is also a layered setup. Each carry builds on the one before it. So in this video, I will share the 4 main levels plus a modular support kit that I sometimes bring depending on what the day calls for. Alright, let's start with level 1. This is what I call my core carry. Basically, it is the bare essentials. What I bring when I leave the house with just my pockets. No bag, nothing extra. So one thing about me, my phone is always in my pocket, never in a bag. I don't know, maybe it's just a habit, but when it's not in my pocket, I end up asking myself, asan na yung phone ko? So to avoid those moments, it's always in my pocket. I'm currently using the iPhone 14 Pro. For the wallet, I currently use the Alpaka zip card pouch. You will see Alpaka a lot in this video. This is not a sponsored video, but Alpaka, baka naman. Jokes aside, I really like the brand. They consistently release products that feel practical and thoughtful. I do not use them exclusively, but most of the time, they're really my go-to for something affordable, flexible, and good quality. Going back to the wallet, the zip card pouch is a card-centric wallet, as the name suggests. It holds all of my cards. I think it can fit up to 15 cards, so madami. Even some cash and even a few coins from time to time. And in the front sleeves, I keep a UFI tracker, just in case I misplace it. It can actually fit an AirTag too, but right now, UFI works for me. For my keys, I organize them using the Orbitkey organizer, and if I'm bringing my car keys, I clip them together using a Hero Clip Mini just to keep things neat. So that's it. That's pretty much the core carry, super reliable. This is the setup I go with when I want to travel light but still be prepared. Moving on to level 2. This is what I carry most of the time. For this, I use the Alpaka Flight Pouch, and honestly, this is probably my favorite Alpaka product right now. It is like a continental wallet, super compact but surprisingly spacious. I was actually kind of shocked by how much it could fit without it looking bulky. So inside, I still have all of the stuff from level 1, wallet and keys, but usually without the clip, and then I add a few extras that I usually need throughout the day. First, I have the CMF buds in bright orange. It has a decent noise cancelling, and for the price, it is really a very solid choice. Then I have the AUKEY Slim Power Bank. I switch between the 5,000 and the 10,000 mAh depending on how much battery I expect to use throughout the day, especially if I'll not be near a wall charger. But most of the time, I stick with the 5K. For the pen, I carry the Everyman pen, this one in red, but its ink is black. It's a long story. I just like having this pen, it's very reliable. And finally, I carry a tin can for emergency meds. I actually got this idea from an EDC video I watched before. It is really a lifesaver. I mostly keep antihistamines in there. So the flight pouch can also be carried with a strap or a sling, so I can carry it hands-free. This setup is where I usually land on a regular day. It is minimal, efficient, and just works. Okay, so level 3. This is when I need to be in typing mode. This is what I call my creative carry or sometimes my mobile workstation. It is built around my iPad mini 6 setup. What I do here is repack all my level 2 gear into the Alpaka Flight Sling 2 liters and then add a few more items. Unlike going from level 1 to level 2, where I just drop everything into the flight pouch, in level 3, I actually have to retire the pouch and switch bags completely. It was just a happy coincidence that it came from the same flight line of Alpaka. Inside, of course, is my trusted iPad mini 6 in the Apple Folio case. Still my pick for best value Apple product. I'm really hoping for a pro version of this someday, not keeping my hopes too high, pero sana talaga. I also have the Apple Pencil Pro, mainly for the occasional note-taking. But the real game changer for this carry is the Logitech keys to go to. Having this keyboard feels like a superpower. Suddenly, I have a full writing setup anywhere. I used to use the Microsoft foldable keyboard, but there was too much learning curve. When I tried the keys to go to, it was just an instant win. I also carry a compact tablet stand. I don't know where this came from. I just use it just to get into that mini desk vibe when I have to. And lastly, I bring a 6-inch USB-C cable to charge the iPad mini using the same AUKEY power bank. I actually forgot to mention back in level 2 that it's MagSafe, so no need for cables in the carry to charge my phone. But here, to charge the iPad, I'll be needing that cable. So in this carry, this is what I bring to coffee shops for quick sessions, work sessions, or when I just feel like typing and getting creative. It is like a tiny workstation that fits in a sling. Super efficient. So before I jump into level 4, I want to quickly share something I usually carry alongside it, which I call the support kit. This is a modular add-on and I bring it whenever I need extra tech support. That is where the name comes from. Most of the time, I pair this with level 4, but depending on the day, I can also use it with level 3 or even level 2 if needed. I use the Alpaka Toiletry pouch as the main case for this. Yes, it is technically a toiletry pouch, but when I saw the layout during my research, I knew it would work perfectly as a tech organizer. So here's what I usually keep inside. My MacBook charger, which also doubles as the wall charger for all of the other devices. My Logitech MX Anywhere 2S, an oldie but definitely still a goodie mouse. Cables, USB-C to C and USB-C to Lightning. I wrap it neatly in the Muji cable organizer with stand. An emergency tech kit that includes cable adapters, a SIM card ejector tool, a micro SD card, and even some emergency cables. For storage, I have the SanDisk 2TB SSD and a 64GB USB stick. I also have my Kindle Paperwhite from 2019, just in case I find the rare moment to read. And the Nightcore mini fan, which doubles both as a fan and a small but super powerful cleaning blower. I also carry or store a few non-tech essentials in this pouch. Napkins, wet wipes, and a few sachets of AUKEY mouthwash. Now, if ever I need to expand this setup, I upgrade to the Alpaka headphones case, which can fit everything I just mentioned, plus my Bose QC35 headphones. It is kind of amazing how much that pouch can fit. So yeah, the support kit is my flexible side carry. It is modular, it adapts easily, and it plugs into any of the levels. And finally, we have level 4. This is what I call the full pack setup. This is when I bring everything, the level 3, the support kit, and a few extra necessities. I currently use the Alpaka Metro Tote as my main bag for this. This has become my benchmark. If ever I look for an alternative bag, I compare everything to this one. So inside, I packed a flight sling, a toiletry bag, my MacBook Air 15-inch, an umbrella, a microfiber cloth, and a water bottle. And even with all of that, the bag still feels surprisingly clean and balanced. This is my go-to setup for work days, off-site meetings, or when I know I'll be moving around and need full flexibility. I know I have everything I need with me. So that is my current EDC system. I know it's not perfect, and maybe it might feel like a bit much for some, but for me, it is what works. It is functional, intentional, and designed to evolve as my needs change. If you want a closer look at any of the pouches or gear I use, just let me know. And if you're into quiet reflections or gear breakdowns like this, you can find me over on Instagram at daybydoy. Thanks for watching.